That's the excitement of batteries. So I remember when I first started to go to Congress and testify at EPA hearings around vehicle standards. I would go in and I would argue for a 5% increase in the CAFE standards. And someone from the auto industry would go in and say, "Oh, I don't want that." And we would argue and we would settle on some number in the middle, and it was a few mile per gallon increase. And that was largely due to the fact that they thought that the technology for vehicles was pretty static. And lead acid batteries for cars have not changed much. When we moved to lithium ion for our laptops and our cell phones, we demonstrated a dramatic cost decline curve for lithium ion. But as you say, that is just one chemistry. We have nickel metal hydride, we have flow batteries, which I think actually will likely be one of the big players going forward because you could scale them up for stationary storage very easily. And the fact that battery chemistry is as diverse as solar chemistry is, with quantum dots and perovskites and thin films and things, storage has material science on its side because there's lots of different opportunities. And so the more we invest in the research side and build markets, I think we're going to find that we will find storage applications that meet lots of different demands, on grid, off grid, villages, all kinds of things. That that makes the research and development to practice pipeline very attractive. And that's why your argument about the last 10%, maybe we really need nuclear. We might, and I want nuclear to win in, but we may well find a world that between storage, chemical storage, flywheels, and hydrogen, we actually we don't need a miracle to get there. We need the market to work, and we compete around low cost, low carbon, and environmental justice. So getting our batteries from coltan mined in the Congo at the cost of women's lives and the cost of lives of minority tribes, that's not sustainable. And the Black Lives Matter movement, the effort that Vice President Biden has said that we're going to make environmental justice core to the campaign, that says that we need alternatives to rare earths that come from conflict regions, or we need to have a much more enlightened foreign policy and help them to transition, which I think is ultimately what we'll do. We will do sustainable quality value of life. And I work in the Congo, so I know how hard it is there. But if we were to only purchase conflict-free materials, we could change the market. And I've already seen Google do this in their program around sustainable supply chains. So I know it's possible. We just have to make those three things: low cost, low carbon, and environmental justice co-equals going forward.